Well, WIS News is a proud partner of Guitars for Vets as a part of our United for Veterans initiative. Over the past few months, we have been partnering with Guitars for Vets, collecting guitars that many of you have donated, and soon these guitars are going to help heal wounds that aren't always visible to the naked eye. And it's going to be healed through music. Joining me today is the local liaison for the South Carolina chapter, Heather Smith, and Public Information Director for South Carolina Department of Veterans Affairs, Brandon Wilson, who was one of my favorite producers here years ago, and he left me.
I'm back.
You're back, at least for an interview.
Yes.
But you love working with the veterans, and Guitars for Vets has been an amazing program. What kind of feedback are you getting?
We've gotten tremendous feedback from this program. I mean, first and foremost, Heather Smith, when I was introduced to her, she became a great friend to now retired Secretary Will Grimsley. He just recently retired last month, but when Heather Smith came to us and brought this amazing chapter to us, we felt the need to just jump on board and be a part of this great support resource for this organization. Music therapy is one of the things that is not necessarily a traditional type of therapy, but it's more of a holistic type of therapy for veterans, and we find that they respond very well to this type of therapy and with Guitars for Vets.
Yeah, let's take a look at some of the guitars. Heather, when you found out about this program and wanted to make it local, did you expect it to have the turnout that it did?
I did not. I thought that we would probably get some interest, just not as much interest as we have received. But I am extremely grateful to be able to help our veterans any way we can.
And so what you did is you got the word to media outlets who got the word out, hey, if you have a guitar that you can donate, and we're looking at some of these, because this way it keeps the costs down, but it's going to be a way for these guitars to go into the hands of veterans who would like to be able to learn to play.
Yes.
And it's just been, it's really an exciting program. We do know that this is an endeavor that hopefully could last every year. And with this kind of outpouring of support as we look at all those donated guitars. But Heather, it was you, as you mentioned, Brandon, who had come to local officials and said, how can we make this happen? And as a result of that, Ambassador for Guitars for Vets and guitarist for Darius Rucker, Quentin Gibson, has something to say to you. Take a listen.
Hey, Quentin Gibson here, guitarist for Darius Rucker, coming at you from Nashville, Tennessee. It's really an honor to be here with Heather and to be working with Guitars for Vets. A couple years ago, Heather reached out to me and asked if I'd be interested in being an ambassador. I didn't really know what that meant, and once she explained it to me, I was like, I'm totally on board. So we've had a wonderful time working with Guitars for Vets, raising money to be able to supply guitars to a veteran that's interested. And really at the end of the day, it is about healing and what we do, and I'm sure Heather's going to explain in more detail, but we are able to get guitars to a veteran, and all we ask is that they commit to some guitar lessons. And we reach out to instructors, and I myself, I've been an instructor as well, and it's a really great experience. And you see a lot of healing because, really between a student and a teacher, you develop a rapport and you become friends, and that's what took place with me and my students. And I just saw some people really come out of their shell, and just saw them become happier people, and they were playing guitar, and we just had a really great time. So something else that we did that was pretty cool is we created our own hot sauce, which was called Snake Eater, and it's really good. So you should check that out at guitarsforvets.org. It's called Snake Eater. It's jalapeno, and it's really, really good. Anyway, thank you so much for letting me be a part of this, and I hope to see you guys out on the road this year. You never know. Thanks, Heather. You take care. I'll talk to you soon.
Wow, what an awesome shout out from Quentin to you. That is so amazing, Heather. Fantastic. What happens from here with Guitars for Vets?
So what we will do is thank you guys so much for your support and collecting all of these guitars for us. So we will get these in the hands of our many veterans that are on our wait list, and we will be working with the Department of Veteran Affairs to make sure that we have them stored and that we give them to the appropriate people, and then we will start training more and more veterans, and hopefully it will heal. If it heals one veteran, then we did our job.
Absolutely. And as we close, Brandon, if a veteran is watching right now and had not been familiar with the program Guitars for Vets,
Yes.
what would he or she need to do?
All you need to do is visit scdva.sc.org, and you can click on the SC Veteran Coalition link and also our Palmetto Pathfinder program. And while we are here, I wanted to extend a welcome to Heather. Right now, we don't have Guitars for Vets as part of the South Carolina Veteran Coalition, but we would love to have you come in and be a part of that organization with us so that we can provide more resources to our veterans in the community through that. So we're happy to have you with the South Carolina Veteran Coalition.
And I'm honored to be part of it. Thank you.
Awesome.
And I get to sit here and watch this happening. I love it. I love it. Thanks for doing it on Soda City Live, you guys.
No problem.
We're glad to bring you guys together. Thank you, Heather.
you.
Amazing job. Proud of you. Brandon, so
Thank
good
you.
to see
You
you.
as
Thanks for
well.
what you're doing for the veterans as well. Thank you, both of you. Guitars for Vets.